So for the last 4 years, I have been using the Profit First accounting method in my business to help me with budgeting for things like tax and my expenses. This whole method is from the Profit First book, which I will leave a link to in the description, and I would definitely recommend that every small business owner reads this. It's essentially a formula for budgeting and planning your finances that helps you put profit at the top of your focus. And one of the concepts from this book that I absolutely love is the idea of putting your profit into a pot, a dedicated pot every single month, and using this as savings for you as a business owner to spend on whatever you like. It could be an investment in your business that you've been wanting, it could be an investment in yourself, or you could just pay it to yourself as a bonus at the end of the year or at the end of the quarter. And I personally do this every single month when I go to do my bookkeeping. I basically take whatever revenue I've made that month and I put 5% of it into a pot called profit, and I don't touch that. And then all of the other percentages that I need to take out for my expenses, for my tax, I then take out and put that into their own separate pots as well. Your percentage could be different. It could be 2%, it could be 10%. It's completely up to you. So in terms of how I actually do it, I personally use Starling as my business bank, and they make it really, really easy for you to create different pots for different things and transfer money in and out. It's like having different savings accounts, but they just call them pots, and it just makes it so much easier to transfer money in and out. You can set up scheduled payments. But I wanted to also share with you what I've actually spent this money on this year, because I thought it would give you some inspiration and give you an idea of what you could be doing if you start using this method. So one of the first things I spent this on was just a personal thing that I've wanted for ages. I set myself the goal at the beginning of 2022 to purchase a piece of artwork from my favourite artist. Her name is Under The Zee. She's Cornwall based, although does move around a bit, so I'm not sure if she's actually based in Cornwall right now. But she creates this stunning resin artwork, and I've just wanted a piece of hers for ages. And at the first quarter of 2022, I managed to save up enough in my profit account to pay for this. I will leave a link to her work in the description. It's just incredible and I'm so pleased with it. And it brings me joy every time I walk into my kitchen, so I'm glad that I was able to spend that money on that. The next thing I bought with my Profit First pot was investing in a program with Vic's Meldrew called Course Confident. And what this program included was kind of group sessions with Vic's and the other members, and also some one-to-one sessions with her, talking about how to make our courses more engaging. I already have online courses that I sell for small business owners, but I wanted to make them more engaging, relaunch them in a new format, and that's what her Course Confident program is all about. And that was incredible. I absolutely loved working with her, and I'll come back to that in a second because I'm going to be doing more work with her as well. The third thing that I ended up spending some of this Profit First money on towards the end of the year was a new mattress, and this is very random, but something that is totally necessary. We spend most of our lives asleep. I personally really struggle with my sleep. I'm a very light sleeper, and the mattress that we had was just too bouncy. So every time my partner moved, I would feel it and it would wake me up. So I thought, you know, this is actually affecting my work, because when I can't sleep, then I'm lying in more, I'm not as focused during the day, so it all ties into one another. And so I thought, yeah, I'm just going to spend this money on a new mattress. The fourth thing that I spent this money on was a 4-week package of hypnotherapy with a local hypnotherapist to help me with some specific anxiety that I was having. And I was very skeptical about hypnotherapy in general, but after researching more about it and speaking to Helen, she was so lovely and she explained everything really, really clearly to me. I decided to give it a go, because why not? A lot of the sessions were based on kind of therapy, talking, reframing things. We'd then have the actual hypnotherapy session, which is kind of like a deep meditation. And it has definitely helped me to understand my triggers a bit more, how to set up my routines in a way that isn't gonna flare this up, and also reframing things as well. So that's been really interesting. And again, something like that totally feeds into my business and my work and how it affects things. And your Profit First spending doesn't have to do that, but it's great if it does, because then you can really feel that you're actually investing in yourself to then improve and further things in your business as well. And the final thing that I have spent the money on is doing a mini mastermind with Vix Meldrew as well, who's the same person who ran Course Confident, and this one is just more of a high level program. So I'm really excited to get started with that this January. And again, this is just the best part of having that pot dedicated for this kind of thing ready to go, so that if I do see a program like this, which I think is going to really benefit me, something that I really want to do, I don't have to worry about, okay, next month I need to make this in order to get that. That money is already sat there in a pot waiting to be used for something for exactly that purpose. So it just makes the whole thing feel much more comfortable to do. So yeah, that's why I thought I would share that with you. I hope you found it interesting. Remember, this is part 3 in a 4-part series of my 2022 and 2023 planning. The first video, I talked through my 2022 reflections. The second video, we went through planning and vision boarding. This video, obviously, we're talking about some spending that I did in 2022. And next week, we're talking about my marketing strategy and plan for the coming year as well. So make sure you are subscribed to catch all of that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video next week.